Today, we're making cheesy meatballs. With melted cheddar cheese inside, this will be both a delicious and practical recipe. The melting cheese in the meatballs will make every bite irresistible. Don't miss out on this tasty recipe. Subscribe to our channel, like the video, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Now let's get started with the preparation. First, let's prepare the meatball mixture. Take 500 grams of medium-fat ground beef in a large mixing bowl. The fat content of the beef will make the meatballs soft and flavorful. Grate 1 small onion and add it to the mixture. Do not squeeze out too much of the onion juice before adding it, but you can do so if you'd like. This is a great tip to prevent the meatballs from darkening or falling apart. Next, add 2 crushed garlic cloves. Garlic adds an incredible flavor to the meatballs. Then add 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs or stale breadcrumbs. Stale bread makes the meatballs tastier and softer. Now, add 1 egg. The egg helps bind the mixture and balance the consistency. Now for the spices: 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon each of red pepper flakes, black pepper, sweet paprika, cumin, and baking soda. Cumin gives the meatballs that familiar, delicious aroma, and the baking soda ensures they're softer and fluffier. Knead the mixture well. Continue kneading for about 4 or 5 minutes until it becomes a smooth, homogeneous mixture. The longer you knead, the more flavorful and smooth your meatballs will be. If the mixture becomes too stiff, you can add a tablespoon or 2 of water. If you're still watching at this point, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more new recipes. Cover the mixture with plastic wrap and let it rest in the fridge for 30 minutes. This resting time helps the meatballs become more flavorful as the spices merge with the meat. But if you're in a rush, you can use the mixture right away. After resting, take small portions of the mixture and shape them into balls. If you wet your hand slightly, it will be easier to shape the mixture. Place a small cube of cheddar cheese or grated cheese in the center of each ball and seal it up completely. The cheese melting and oozing out will double the flavor of the meatballs. Continue. The meatball is one of the oldest and most widespread dishes in world cuisine. Most cultures have shaped the meatball to fit their tastes and traditions. From the Middle East to Asia, from Europe to Africa, there are many different variations. In Turkish cuisine, meatballs are a staple, found in nearly every home and on almost every menu. The classic Turkish meatball varies depending on the spices and local ingredients. There are even regional variations like Adana kebab, Hatay köfte, and İnegöl köfte. Cheesy meatballs differ from oozing out will double the flavor of the meatballs. Continue preparing all the meatballs in the same way. We'll prepare roasted potatoes and grilled vegetables as sides. For the potatoes, cut either frozen or fresh potatoes into wedges or chips. Chips will be crunchier. Toss them with garlic, fresh or dried rosemary, salt, pepper, and olive oil. Once the potatoes are well coated, bake them in a 200-degree Psych oven for 30-35 minutes, or until golden and crispy. The cooking time will vary depending on the size of the potatoes, so make sure before removing them from the oven. For the grilled vegetables, we're using onions and green peppers. Slice the vegetables into large pieces to get a nice texture when grilling. Heat a pan, lightly coat the vegetables with olive oil, and grill them while turning occasionally. You can also add zucchini, carrots, or mushrooms if you like. The key is not to overcook them. Vegetables are much tastier when they are crispy. Now, let's cook the meatballs. You can either cook them in a lightly oiled pan until both sides are golden brown, or bake them in a preheated 200-degree seat oven for 15-20 minutes. Baking will make the meatballs crispier on the outside, while pan frying will make them softer on the inside. You can try both methods, as both are equally delicious. Once the meatballs are cooked, it's time to serve them. But before we get to serving, ideas for serving it. Try different cheeses. You can substitute cheddar cheese with other cheeses, such as ricotta, feta, or mozzarella. Each cheese will add a different taste and texture. Spices and sauces. Don't forget the importance of spices and sauces. You can